What's up, guys? Gonna do a live today because I have a family event at my house tomorrow, and I'm not sure if I could sneak away in the morning. So I'm gonna try and do a live now, but I'm gonna fix things up a little bit. Sorry. Maybe this will give enough people enough time to hop on. What's up? You know what? I should log in while I'm waiting. Okay, well, it's as live as I'm gonna get it right now. Someone's still in the other room, so me talking, she's on the phone, so me talking would probably throw them off a little bit. I may take that call since we're still open for a minute. Long Thumbs, this is Freddie. How can I help you? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So yeah. So Nancy, I hear you. I do hear you, and I understand that frustration. I really do. So the last time we were there was yesterday, and we have a picture of the front yard. Here's the problem: is that it's not completely dry. Like there's still green spots, and it still needs to be tidied up. I get that there's still some dry spots and everything, but we go every 2 weeks, and so if we miss 1 week, like let's say on the 14th, let's say let me see, because I got a picture and it looks you know, it's not super green, but it's pretty green. I could send you the picture too that I have from the 14th. So here's the thing, Nancy. So let's say we missed that week for whatever reason, and then we did it yesterday. Like a month has gone by, and with 100-degree temperature, the grass just wilts fast. So I mean, if it was weekly, I'd say you could hold us more accountable on that. But every 2 weeks, it's really hard. But I do have a pretty decent picture where I feel pretty good after hearing you out. With this picture that our guys took. I think that you would agree that it is green, and this was after he mowed it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, this was the 14th. This was the 14th. You know, and then yesterday I do have a picture of yesterday's, and it's there's some green. It's hit or miss if our guys. It's a judgment call that they got to make, and we've been yelled at if hey, you guys didn't come, and then we've got to like come back. Do you know what I mean? So, but I hear you, and I'm definitely gonna make a note to skip it if it doesn't need it. But based on these pictures, it's kind of it's hard for us to know if. Yes, I think it could have been greener, but I don't know if that's a call that my Mo guy would have made. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Yeah. 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 No, I know. And with the crazy hot weather and drought and everything, we do try, but with people wanting to turn off their timers, like because it rains a little bit, and then they don't turn it back on, and then we're kind of the ones that are left, kind of going, what do we do? You know, because that happens a lot. So it's just been hard last 2 years with the drought of trying to figure out whether to mow it or not, because we do skip it, and then it's like, hey, you guys coming this week? It's like, well, it was dry. Well, I need it mowed, and it's like, now we got to try and figure out a way to get over there. You know. But yes, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I will put a note that if it's dry to skip it. And those guys, they'd appreciate it too. They don't mind skipping if they can, you know. But so is that okay? Yeah, I try. I can't drag it, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to get it on my like from my cell phone to the screen, because I can't drag it off for some reason. So yeah. So the first one will be the 14th, which was last visit before yesterday, and then I'll show you yesterday's from what we have. And I'm looking at it, and I could, like, if it was mine, I'd be like, yeah, it's pretty dry, but there are some green to it. And if 2 weeks, I'm sure those green areas probably needed to be tidied up, you know. So that is something. If we do go on the property, it's because we're tidying it up. Well, let's see. Yeah, your first name, then K, and then your last name at yahoo.com. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, it seems like we've been sending you. Okay. Yeah, we take pictures, but we don't just send them. Um, yeah, yeah, we take pictures, but we don't automatically send them. And obviously we don't take pictures every time. I just luckily have the ones for you. You know. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Okay. Hmm. Yeah. So is that? I don't see a picture of the park strip. Is that grass or a garden? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But I will put a note, and I will try and figure out a way to get this picture to you. Not saying that this is me defending ourselves. Just I'm just looking at it through the eyes of a mow guy, and I could see that they would mow that. Um, but I'm gonna put a note that don't mow it if it's dry. And I've actually been telling them that too. Yours or ours? Yeah, billing. You can text it to us too. You can text this number. Would that work? Yeah, or billing at lawnthumbs.com. Lawnthumbs.com. Yep. Okay, so just to be clear, I guess the resolution here is I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna put a note for the Mo guy to skip it, and you're not gonna be upset with us if we do that if it's dry. Okay. Okay. Well, in the future, let me see. Let me see if there is a note there too. By the way, but probably should. There probably is. Except if it was once a weekly, then it goes to 2 weeks. We may have lost some notes. Yeah. If anything looks out of place in the lawn and garden, please tell the office. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I guess because it's just a lot of lawns are dry. Maybe it's just hard for the mow guy to just, you know what I mean. I really apologize about that. To decide if that one needs to let somebody know because it's every 2 weeks too. You know. You know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna before Rachel leaves, I'll also let her know. You know, just so that we just it's as many notes as we can hear back from the Mo guy on this. You know, at least have it written until it's something that we think we need to tell you about. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard. It's hard to kill grass. It just goes dormant. but it is frustrating, I know. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, like the actual work, because from the pictures they look kept. It looks kept. Yeah, that was the 15th. So about 2 weeks ago. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Nancy. All right, bye. Freddie. All right. Yep, thank you. All right. Well, we have a customer that doesn't live there, lives out of state. The neighbors are saying things. She doesn't know what it looks like. Hey, Rachel, do you know how to pull a picture and send it in an email? I can't figure out how to do that.
What do you need?
By the way, I'm doing a live just in case you're wondering. So I've got this front yard because this was yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, it looks dry, but I also see some green.
Okay.
So what I want to do is send her the 2 weeks ago, and it looks pretty good. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
for this weather.
Yeah.
So I wanted to drag this and send it to her, but I can't do it. Is
Okay.
that how
I
you do it?
usually right click.
Oh, can you just do it? It's for I don't want to
For
say her
who's
name.
Okay.
Here, look at it here.
Oh, so she needs a picture of 2 weeks ago. and
Yeah,
then
I told her
today?
I'd do one 2 weeks ago, and then yesterday.
Okay.
She's just kind of upset that we mowed it
Okay.
looking like that, and I was like, well, it kind of looks like it needed to be tidied up because you can see the green. And then
Yeah.
she's saying the bushes don't look good, but she doesn't know. The neighbor's telling her this.
Okay. I'll
And
send her
look
the
and look at
picture
those
that we have.
pictures. It looks good.
Yeah. I'll send her the.
So thank you. So that's what we're dealing with. Things like that. Sorry guys. I just thought I'd take the last phone call of the day before our office hours are closed. And it's good to hear these things. So let's see. Green cuts. Hello everyone. Let me get to where I'm actually live. Okay, that's as live as I'll get. MLGA entire day consists of calling customers and upselling them on shrub and tree trimming, drought putting a dent into the monthly revenue. But you're doing what you can, calling. That's what you're supposed to do. Just installed a dump insert on my truck, so maybe junk removal too. Anything to keep the revenue coming in to keep busy. Definitely, while in order to keep revenue coming in, like because it's a necessity to pay yourself, your bills, all those things, it's definitely something you should do. But once you get a little more established, you may want to just focus on what you want to do. Hold on, I've got to call this sprinkler guy back. He was trying to call me while I was on the phone, and he was doing an emergency turn off. So I want to hear him out. Hey, so what happened? Okay. Okay. Who was that? Okay. Oh, okay. That Provo one. Okay. The okay. Okay, but it's fixed. Nice. That's great. Was she happy? Okay, good. It's pretty sad because I made a big deal about having to charge for a diagnostic fee and then yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. She sent a picture in Titan, by the way. Rach.
doesn't look like that in our pictures.
I know. So tell her, well, that was on June 22nd. She's been watering, but in between June 22nd and yesterday is 2 weeks. So let her know that, you know?
No, it's been a month.
Oh, yeah, that's a month. Well, I don't know. She's paying every 2 weeks, so. Okay. Yeah, so we think it's just two valves that won't turn off, so maybe you can just find the knobs if you can't find the stop and waste. All right, thanks. Bye. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. Yeah, I mean, she was, by the way, Rachel, she was really cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was trying to be defensive while being as nice as I could, too. So. Probably just wants to vent, you know? All right, here we go again. People love to drag calls on. They think they're going to wear you down and you're going to comp the mo. You know what's really funny is I almost, because I do like my customers, I really do. I mean, and we have so much in volume that it's nice to every once in a while, you know, do something nice for somebody. So I was really tempted to offer something, even though we didn't do anything wrong, but I didn't because, you know, we didn't do anything wrong. I am a people pleaser, and I think most people that do this kind of work are people pleasers. We like making people happy for the work that we do. So it's just easy to just be like, you know, let me just do it for you. But you know, when you have your lawn mowed every 2 weeks, and it's not getting watered, it may look somewhat bad, but not bad enough to skip it. But then 2 days later, it can look really bad, and then by the time we're there 2 weeks later, it'll look really bad, and then we get in trouble. So, and I know that's why a lot of people don't do every 2 weeks, but you know, it can be good, and it would be good for us to really keep up on it. You know, we could have called and tried to upsell sprinklers, but the problem with that is, you know, we have been so busy with sprinklers that we are not really able to just upsell work from Mo customers because we don't have that many techs that we could just, you know, allocate, you know, a tech to just upsell Mo customers, which we want to do, but we're not there yet. We're still doing big jobs, every single Mo guy, or every single sprinkler tech. So I gotta call this other guy back too. Sorry guys. This is what happens when I don't do a live on Saturday. I'm doing it on a work day, and so this is how it is. You know how it is. Let's see. Hey, ¿qué pasó? Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. ¿Es un cliente de nosotros o no? Bueno, Yeah. 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 Hey, ¿cómo se ve el pasto ahí en la casa esa? Hey, it's at Reynolds. Like,
Is he on his way there?
yes.
Okay.
¿Cómo? Okay. Oh. Bueno, ya tratamos, es que siempre trabaja cuando los sprinkler guys van. Ya, so no sabemos cómo arreglarlo. Porque programo por 5 minutos y empiezan. So no sé, man.
So he's on his way.
Pero ok.
Okay, thanks.
Ya, ya. Ok, la otra mujer le tenés que dar una carta o algo porque no sé quién es. You know what I mean? No sé, bro. ¿3 casas? No sé, dude. Ya. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Mi casa? All right. Yeah, I know. All right, man. Yo me tengo que ir. All right. Hey, pero está haciendo lindo el árbol ahí. Ok. ¿Salió o no salió? La mujer. Okay. All right, man. Talk to you later. Bye. All right. Wow. So I got a gardener out doing a job, and he said the neighbor came out and said that the backyard sprinklers aren't working. The front yard is, but he doesn't know who it is, and I don't know who it is. Um, so, so I don't know. So we'll probably get a call in like 3 weeks, and the lady will be like, "Dude, I told one of your guys working. He didn't tell you." It's like, no. Did you tell him your name? So anyway, um, pretty established. Just don't like looking at the business checking account right now. Yeah. Green cuts, exactly. Comp it when you do something wrong. Yes. But I will say, it is, you always hear this, like, if your company's doing really good, you want to give back, right? So I look at sometimes when a customer's not exactly happy, even though we didn't do anything wrong, wrong, it's still nice to give back to our customers, um, because overall, collectively, they make our lives better. You know what I mean? So, so anyway, I'm not like somebody that's just like, no, 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 no. I do tell customers that we're not going to do work for them anymore when I have to do a lot of refunds. When they complain, and then I give them a refund, and then they complain the next week, and then we got it. Like, the only way to make them happy is to give them another refund. And if I have to do it one more time, like in a short amount of time, I say, look, dude, I'll give you this refund, but we're done. I do that probably once a year. There's probably one customer every year that I got to do that. But so green cuts. It's great to be busy. Definitely a good problem to have. We've got lawns that haven't been mowed in a month because of the heat. Yeah. So I don't think we have that problem. What we do is, so if it's a weekly customer and it's dry, we'll tell them that they need to water, and then maybe we'll switch them to every 2 weeks. They usually appreciate that. Other times, and then if we have to skip it like more than twice, if it's every 2 weeks, so if we skip it a month, we basically tell them that we're going to pause their service, and they need to call us when they want to come back if we have room in our schedule. You know what I mean? On our route, which for the most part we always do, but it's really good to say that because we don't know. Later. Thanks for everything. See you Monday.
Yeah, see you Monday.
Later. So that's kind of what we do. And most of our customers, to be honest with you, I would say 90% or higher want to water their lawn. They don't like that their lawns are dry. But we have so much work with our sprinkler guys that we can't just go fixing the water problems, whether it's a simple timer, because the timers are in the garages. So, it's not that easy for us to just go and fix it, change the times. So it's kind of a big deal. And we're so busy with sprinklers that we can't just get there for anything. What do you do as a morale boost for the guys this time of year? Well, good question. Morale is kind of my thing. I love to make sure everybody's happy. So hopefully I could help you. But to be honest with you, I don't think anybody's in a bad morale, to be honest with you. At least here. It's hot. So my guys start at 6:30 in the morning. I would start doing something like that. We have guys that start at 6:30 in the morning. And my latest guy starts at 8:30, and he's always complaining about the heat, even when he gets here. And I tell him, dude, we've got guys that start at 8:30. Or, sorry, 6:30. So, you might want to try that. Also, I have water. I make sure we're stocked completely with water. There's probably a full case of, a Costco water in every single truck. And I always have 10 cases in the shop for the guys to just get whenever they want. So, and I tell them, actually, when I hire new people, I tell them they should be drinking like at least a bottle of water every hour. So I don't know if that's what you mean by morale boost. Make sure they're paid good. That's the thing. My guys are paid good. So, and they know what kind of work they're into because they've been mowing for years. All my guys, except my new guy. And so they know what they're getting into. And at this point, they just need to get paid well, and they can make it work. You know what I mean? So, I typically, sometimes in the office, I'll say, hey, why don't you guys go get lunch? Bring lunch, go get a drive-through or order out, or let's order a lunch. I like doing that when I feel like I see somebody that's like, not excited to be here. Maybe they're tired, they stayed up late and they just don't look energized. I'll tell them something like that. But there's not much you could really do because this is the kind of work that we all chose. It's only thing you can do is just have that morale maintenance, meaning make sure they're paid well at the beginning of the season and maybe a bump in the middle of the season, but they got to be paid well. And try and figure out each one. That's the thing. You can't just like do a blanket one way for everybody. You got to look at everybody separately. I've got a guy that I need him to help me on Saturdays. So I give him a little Saturday bonus, you know what I mean? Because I need him here that day. I got a guy that can't work Fridays. Actually, I have two guys that can't work Fridays, and one of those guys has to leave really early on Thursday. So what I do is I give him a really tight schedule on Thursday, and then he can leave, and he's happy. So basically, he has a great schedule Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then he gets the rest of the week off, and that's fine because we planned for it. That's what he needs, and my goal is to make sure he's happy. So that works for him. You know, I've got another guy that needs Friday off, so we just make sure he gets all his jobs done. If something's so bad like rain and we've got to work on, like we have to skip a Thursday route, I try and give it to somebody on a Saturday, you know, because I've got guys that'll work on Saturdays and they love to work. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I guess you just got to keep them happy even when it's not the bad hot time of the year. So if that makes sense, make sure they're getting waters. You know, buy them lunch. Like I give all my guys company credit cards because they have to get gas. I have gas here at the shop, but the gas that's here at the shop is for the equipment, not for the vehicles, because I want my guys to stop at a Maverick or at a gas station. A lot of our gas stations here are called Maverick, so that's why I said that. I don't mind them stopping at a gas station or somewhere to get gas, and while they're there, they can get something to eat. But sometimes I'll say, hey man, because you did that awesome route yesterday, go buy yourself lunch on my card today. And they appreciate the heck out of that. So that's something you can do. I know it's iffy if you guys want to give out credit cards to your guys. I've always done it. But I understand the business side of it that says maybe you don't want to do that. But, you know, all my guys get paid well. And if they want to keep getting paid well, they better take that card serious. They know they're responsible for that credit card. Even if their card gets stolen and it gets used, it's their responsibility. I make them sign a sheet of paper that says that. And I explain that to them in person. Because guess what? I've had somebody whose wallet got stolen and they used the credit card, bought a bunch of gas, bought a bunch of stuff. It was obvious that it was stolen, what the stuff they were buying. And my guy was like, well, what do you want me to do? My card got stolen, you know? And I'm like, you're responsible for that credit card. So, you know, we were able to file a claim on it, and it was all good. It got handled. But the fact that that employee thought that he didn't have any responsibility for that credit card that was stolen because they stole he put his wallet in a place that could get stolen, just kind of made me realize, well, I've got to put this policy in writing so that if it happens again, I'm not the idiot. You know what I mean? I've had guys, I won't go into it. We don't need to go there. Anyway, Eden, late to the show. But yeah, sorry. I can't do this live on Saturday, tomorrow, because I have a family event. My youngest stepdaughter is getting married, and it's not the wedding. This isn't the wedding. This is the shower, the wedding shower. It's at my house, and sadly, I don't know what time it is, but I think I have to be there. Like, is that bad? I don't know if I'm supposed to be there or not. So I figure I'll do this live now in case I can't do it tomorrow. So covering myself. And I don't know if you missed this call earlier. I had a phone call by a customer that was upset because we kept mowing her lawn and it was kind of dried out, and but there was still some green, so I could see why the mow guy would still mow it. And it's kind of one of those things I had to explain to the customer. And, you know, there it is. Eden picked up 3 lawns this week. Yes, purchased another 7. We are maxed out. Awesome. That's a great feeling. So, question, what is maxed out? Like, not the number, but what makes you realize that you're maxed out? Is it a number? Or is it because you guys are working, 40, 50 hours a week with the list you have? How do you know you're maxed out? Because I've never maxed out. I never said we're maxed out. I should have been maxed out probably last year when our crews were doing insane amount of lawns. But I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Maybe this could help me or help somebody on this live. Maybe help them understand what is a maxed out number, or how do you know when you should be maxed out. I guess if you were to ask me what would max me out is when our quality is so bad that we just can't mow another lawn because the quality is so bad because our guys are trying to rush so fast. But we're not even close to that this year. We have a lot. We have 20, between 15 and 20 houses less than last year. But last year we should have been maxed out. This year we're not because we have one-man crews and each guy can do about 15 to 20 houses, whereas last year we had 30. They were doing like two-man crews and they were trying to mow 30 lawns a day. That was too much for them. But one-man crew can do 15, so between the two that's 30, just like last year, but they're doing it separately and it's a lot more easier and they're not rushed because they're not trying to do 30. So that's why we should have been maxed out, but what can you do? You know what I mean? But we got through it, and this year everything's great. I mean, we're getting calls that, the lawns are dry. Why are we mowing? But, we are a mowing company. You hired us to mow, so that's what we do, If it's dry, our mow guy should say something, but if there's a little bit of green, we've got to clean it up while mowing. It's kind of a tough call for my guy to make, you know what I mean? Because we just drove there, and what are we going to do? Drive somewhere and then not get paid for it? Like, it's just a hard thing to do. But we should do a better job of telling customers that, hey, it's starting to go dry. And the reason why we don't really do that every single time is because our sprinkler guys are just they're maxed out. We're doing as many jobs as we can every day, and we can only do so many in a day, especially if the lawns, if the repair is a big one, you know what I mean? So, Eden. Oh wait, let's see. Green cuts, 15 a day solo is great. Yeah, that's a good number. That should give you between $600 and $800 a day worth of revenue, unless you're doing big giant properties. I don't know. I'm just talking small residential normal lawns. Eden, until I hire more help, we cannot handle any more. We are high end and mow 110 a week with 3-man crew. I need a break off, third person in another truck. Okay, interesting. That's good. At least that's awesome. So what you should do, though, is let your customers know, like right now, all of them. Send them an email saying, just want to give you a heads up that we are completely maxed out. So if you cancel, we are going to fill your spot, and then you're going to need to wait till we have enough employees to bring you back on. So we just want to warn everybody to not cancel. If you need to water your lawns, water them, so we don't skip it, because if we have to skip it once or twice, we're going to have to fill in that spot with somebody else. That's what I would do if I knew I was completely maxed out. If I knew I couldn't take on any more work, I would try to keep all the ones I have, to not leave. Have I ever done that? No. I've considered it. I've considered sending that email out like recently, but I haven't, because we don't really have a need. We're still getting new customers, so I don't feel like we need that pressure. I think everything's going good, but I've thought about it. And if I had 110 lawns or 100 or so, I would probably consider doing that. But where we're at now, we have a nice flow of people leaving, people coming back, and our prices are good, so I don't really feel like I need to do it right now, because we are still getting more customers and we're not maxed out. You know what I mean? But if we were completely maxed out, I would probably consider doing that, because I have thought about it. I had something I was going to bring up. Sprinklers is going great, you know. It's one of those things that I cannot wait till next year. Eden, I have been getting a skip or two a day as well. We figure this is in our budget, not a surprise. 32, 34 mows a year on each property. Yeah, that's great. That's how many I used to average. Right now, that's mowing until November. I'm actually trying to tell customers that we're mowing until December now. So right now people say, "Hey, when you guys start?" So we're still in the booming mowing season still, but once it starts to, get a little bit later, customers are going to start calling and they're going to say, "Hey, when do you guys stop mowing?" We're going to say December, and they're going to go, "Whoa, really?" And we go, "Yeah, but you can call and cancel before then. But if we stop on our own, it's going to be December." I'm up by Boise. Yeah, so you're really close. Well, I feel like Boise's close here. I feel like there's sometimes when you meet new people, a lot of people say they're from Boise or Idaho, around here. So I feel like that must be really close, Should just look at a map, right? I drove through there once to get to Yellowstone. So, yeah, it's pretty close. 6-hour drive. Yeah, it's a 6-hour drive from me to Vegas. We go about once a year. We have family in Vegas. So I basically lost my mechanic. I still have a part-time mechanic, but it's like really part-time, like 3 hours a day kind of thing, which is fine, right? You can start a project, usually finish a project, especially if it's a vehicle. And I'm talking about vehicle. I still have one of my mow guys loves to fix equipment, so I have that. But I'm a vehicle mechanic, a truck mechanic. I lost my guy. So anyway, I love how you buy your older used trucks. I do the same. This is Abdu. How much is the price range you buy your trucks, and what is the thought process behind older trucks? So I don't buy anything that's falling apart. I buy things that between the farthest in miles I usually go for is like 150,000 miles. That's usually the farthest in miles I'll go. And as far as like, I bought a truck that had 60,000 miles, and I got a good deal for it. Like, I think I only paid, I paid under $7,000. So I look at price and miles. So my price range on a truck typically is between $4,500 and $7,000. That's typically my price range for a used truck. So when I look at something online and it's got 200,000 miles, I don't even look at it. I just scroll. I just keep scrolling. When I see something with like 150,000 miles, then from there I'll go, okay, is this a $4,500 or is this $5,000? Is this $6,000? Is it $7,000? So I want it to look as clean and as new as possible. So I just bought a truck. I wonder how many miles it had. Is this the title to it? Okay, this is another truck. I forgot about this one. I just bought this one. This is a Nissan Titan. Yeah, this mile's wrong. It says this is from the other guy that I bought it from. It had 14,000 miles on it in 2010. So here we are 12 years later. So I don't have the truck. It's in the paint shop, and I forgot how many miles it had. Okay. So it probably had about 100,000 miles. And I paid $5 for it. It's a Nissan Titan. But the thing is, Nissan Titans are an affordable truck to start with. You know what I mean? A used Nissan Titan, that's about the price range you should pay for a used Nissan Titan. Whether it's got 80,000 miles or 150, you're still should be in that $5,000-$6,000 range. And also, I guess the difference on that truck would be how they maintain the outside of it. Does it look brand new still? So anyway, those are the kind of things I look for. Neighborhood. Hello. Not sure what that word is. Halo. Alazuzamin. Yeah. Well, what's up, neighborhood? So here's the thing. I'm in love with my sprinkler division. Okay? So I'm in so much in love with the sprinkler division that I told my sprinkler manager that I'm really considering buying new trucks for those sprinkler guys. I'm talking brand new. Getting a call. Hold on. Hey. Yeah, what's up? Yeah? Okay. Oh, ¿en serio? Okay. So no lo tienes ahora. Ok, voy a poner que hay nomás $5, ¿ok? Y si lo encontrás, decime y lo puedo cambiar. All right, man. Thanks. Bye. So I got a guy who lost his credit card. And he's like, if you see a transaction that shouldn't be there, it's because somebody stole it. And I said, well, I'm just going to put that there's $5 limit on there. And let me know if you find it. And I'll change it back. So that's the thing. If you do get a credit card for your guys, get a credit card that is really easy to work like that. Now, it's hard to know that you can do that with some credit cards. So all the Chase Inc. credit cards do that, and you get such good rewards. I get so many rewards with my Chase cards, man. It's not even funny. I get probably, but you know, we spend tons of money. I even try and pay a lot of my bills on the credit card because I get about $1,500 back, cash back every month because I use these cards. A lot of them, I get, I trade a lot of the points in for tablets because the sprinkler techs all need one. And so basically every 2 weeks I qualify for enough for a new tablet, so I'll do that. But I think I have enough for everybody now. I definitely have enough for a new laptop, and I got this one last year, so it's probably time to upgrade anyway. But I don't need to do that right now. So let's see. I'm gonna see if there's any funny business on the credit card. There is a little bit of weird funny business. Let me see whose credit card that is. Okay, it's not his. So whose credit card is that? Let's see. So I got a credit card that has a PayPal charge on it today. Oh, well, it's Rachel, so I'm sure it was necessary. So I'm not even worried about it. Let's see here. Wow, a lot of charges today. So the last place he went to was the rental place. I'm going to tell him, hey Siri, call Fernando.
Calling Fernando Alves?
Actually, I'm going to call the rental place. Hey Siri, call Temp Rent in America. Gosh. Hey Siri, call Temp Rental Inc. in Orem.
Calling Temp Rental Incorporated.
All right, let's see if they have his credit card. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, do you guys happen to have Fernando's credit card?
Who is that?
Do you guys happen to have Fernando's credit card?
Oh, like, you left it here, you're saying?
Yeah.
Let me check.
It would have been, it was Fernando with long thumbs.
Okay, let me double check.
Okay.
If you're in need of extra equipment to get the job done, rent your tools and equipment at Tip Rental Center and Move It Rental Center.
Out of those 32 lawns that we mow a year, what number are we on? Do you guys know that? Obviously, it's different for everybody, but in general, is there a...
Hey, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, we actually haven't seen it.
Okay.
We're not seeing it on the cabinet right now. If we do find it, we can give you a call, but...
All right. Yeah. No worries. All right, thanks. Bye.
We do.
Well, doesn't have it. All right, guys. What's new? Stepping off at the local pub. Yeah. What's new for me? It's just sprinklers, man. So those. Okay, so I was talking about the Nissan Titans because the sprinkler division is doing so good that I'm thinking of buying them new trucks. I'm talking brand new, not used. New. I'm just thinking about it, because I don't know. I just feel like sprinkler guys, the recruitment on sprinkler techs is a lot different than it is for mowing gardens, right? Even fertilizing. It's kind of like on the level of like a plumber kind of thing, They need to troubleshoot systems. There's a lot of liability involved. You fix a sprinkler, you step away, it floods the basement, we're liable. I mean, there's a lot of liability. More so with sprinklers than there is for mowing and garden work and all that stuff. Sorry, I got an email. Let's read it real quick. Watering grass and the springs fell out so nice, so I just screwed back in. Okay, awesome, thanks. Okay, so part of the recruitment, or let's go back to the morale of the company employees, is with those kind of workers, you know, they kind of, I don't want to say expected, but kind of expected to take their vehicle home, because sometimes they can start a project and then work till it's late, and by then the shop is closed. You know what I mean? Or they can go straight to the job in the morning since they already know what they're doing. They were already there the day before. And it's one of those things that to keep a certified sprinkler technician, we want them to be as comfortable as possible compared to other possibilities of working somewhere else. Working here, they would get a new truck. That's just what I'm thinking, right? I give them a brand new truck. They would use that truck all year, so we would get V8s so they can, four-wheel drive is what I meant to say. We'll get them four-wheel drive trucks so we can put a plow on it, and then they've got the truck all year, and they can push snow all year. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, because right now the sprinkler division is in, so let's say at the beginning of the year it was in infant stage. It was a crying baby. It was a crying baby that had an earache. All right, it was really, it was very uncomfortable. We got to the toddler where we started training people, and then they were like kind of moving around, kind of smiling every once in a while, but still a baby. You know what I mean? Now they're in like senior high school mode where, you know, they think they know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing, but they feel like they do. They're able to do a lot of stuff. They know enough to get themselves in trouble, but they also know enough to get jobs done. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where we're at right now. And I feel like next year they're going to be like professional, because we're doing good now in the stage that everybody's at. We trained them all. So my main sprinkler guy trained the four guys that we have, and they're all doing jobs on their own now. One of the guys today did a $2,000 job. Well, he just finished a $2,000 job, but he started it yesterday. And I don't know what he had to do all day, but he hasn't called me for anything, and I know he completed the job, so it must be done. I'm actually going to call him. Hey Siri, call Thomas.
Calling Thomas Andrada.
All right, let's see if this is interesting at all. Oh shit. Let me know if you can't hear.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how'd that job go?
That went good.
Did you talk to the homeowner?
Yeah.
And did he look at everything and sign you off?
No, so he was actually gone.
Okay.
And then I know that there were other jobs that had to be done, so kind of just, I was texting him though, just making sure it was the right payment and stuff.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because I think you charged him, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you feel good about it? Looks good? Looks like we were never there kind of thing, or what?
Yeah. I mean, that job I felt pretty good about, so.
Nice. Well, good job, man. So how you're looking at this one? You feel like you can fix her little issue?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that kind of need to be adjusted.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's okay. Just make it right with her.
Yeah. So.
All right, dude. Thank you. Strong work.
Yes, sir.
All right. See ya.
All right, yep. Bye.
All right. Yeah. So our guys they're just doing so good. There is a lot of things that you just kind of have to know going into sprinklers. Green Cuts, have you considered using vans or box trucks for them instead of the pickup trucks? Yes, I have. In fact, let's take a little field trip. So I'm going to take a little field trip because I also want something to drink. And I want to show you what I do use for my sprinklers, because I have considered using box trucks, vans. There's one right there. So this van is usually at one of the employees' house, so he usually takes it home because he's my nighttime worker. He comes in around 4 p.m. because he works in another industry, but from 4 till whenever he finishes his jobs every day, he comes in. So we typically give him 1 or 2 jobs a day. We try to give him one. Usually a job that we think it'll take him like at the most 3 or 4 hours. And sometimes he'll start it one day and then come back the next day. So this is his setup. This is actually the first time I've seen it like this in about a month. So he'll come every once in a while, stock up here at the shop because we have parts here. He'll stock it up, and then he goes to do his jobs. And every time he thinks he needs to stock up with parts again. So we typically we don't give him any valve replacement jobs, although we have, and if we do, we will, but we'll let him know because he needs to make sure he has the valve. 4, 5 p.m. at night, we're leaving, and we close up and lock everything. So we have to make sure he's prepared for things. So we typically give him adjustment jobs or pipe repairs, something that we know he should have in his truck at all times, or timers. So we'll dispatch timer jobs to him. So when you're turning, it's just the line of sight is really bad here. It's also, I just don't like it, man. This is what I like better. Let me show you. So this is the van. We still have it, and we're like our warehouse, but like a meeting house. That way, if anybody needs something, somebody from the office can hop in, drive over to them, and hopefully get it. You know what I mean? We thought about doing that, but we ended up actually hiring somebody that wanted to work nights, and we thought this was a good thing for him to take so he can just park it at his house. But this is what we've been dealing with. And you sprinkler guys, you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, man, it is sunny as hell. But believe it or not, this guy knows where everything is in his truck. He says, you know what I mean? What's up? It's almost done. But I don't know, you've seen the ramp rack. Loving that. The new guy just working it. What? Oh yeah. We just put this new, I don't know what you call it, but we just fixed that today, and I forgot about it. I was trying to open it up the old-fashioned way. So we've got the deck drawers on this one. It just looks more organized, you know what I mean, than the van. And again, we can use these trucks for plowing snow, which we wouldn't be able to do that with the van. I'm sure somebody's done it, but I'm not doing that. Well, I hear it beeping. Look at that. Well, it turned on. The deck drawers are great. Okay, the door needed to be slammed. Yeah, so what I don't like about the deck system, okay, this is what I don't like about it. This drawer is pulled out as far as it will go, right? You can't pull it out. And there's really no way of doing it. Trust me, my guy tried to figure out a way, but it just cannot be done. Just please take my word for it. So Decked sells these containers, and you can put, but look at this. So this is how far back it goes. So we've got this thing in here. It's a pipe threader. It's a pretty decent sized pipe threader. I can't take it out with one hand. It's really heavy. And we've actually got the max, these impacts back there because we don't use them very often. And everything just fell out. How bad is it back there? Oh, it's not bad. So I think I can put it all back. All right, perfect. We don't use those impacts very much, so they're out of the way. So I ordered a whole bunch of these. They only give you one when they give you the deck, when they give you the drawer system. They only give you one. They give you one of these little thing that goes around the handle. So I ordered, and they also make one that's bigger than this. So it goes all the way to here and back around. So I ordered one or two of those. I placed a big giant order of, and that we just bought that's in the paint shop. So, and I've got these. Fill in whatever they feel they're gonna put away. I don't know, I just like it. And then over in the back, we've got, can I turn this around? Yes, I can. We've got these stackables, got the Super Pros, Mini Pros, and pop-ups. Nice improvement would be if those trays were spring loaded, and if you remove the tray, another one would move forward. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. And maybe we could do that. You're talking about the deck system. That would be pretty cool. I really like that idea. Hey, Benito, I'm gonna ask if he could do that. It's a great idea. If we could get that done, I'm gonna give you something. I don't know what, but we're gonna try it. Hey, I got an idea that I thought about. Just kidding. So, Benito, ¿podemos poner un spring adentro? So cuando sacamos esto, sale la otra.
Creo que sí.
Tú, cuando ponemos la nueva,
Sí.
vamos a ver qué podemos hacer.
Sí, un resorte que esté acá atrás y que cuando esta lo va a aplastar y cuando lo saque me lo va a
¿Sí?
reventar. Ey,
Yeah. So cuando saca esto, se sale.
ey,
Alguien aquí me dijo,
ey,
es una buena idea.
que andan.
Si tú puedes hacer eso, bro,
Sí, pues buscándolo.
qué bueno.
Ey.
Ay. ¿Qué pasó?
Me pegaron aquí.
So, ¿está cerrado?
Ahorita sí.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's a great idea. And Benito thinks he can do it. So we'll see. That's the beauty, man. I love that people want to be creative. You know, that was a great idea. I could tell Benito to think about it. He says he can do it. Now, can it actually be done? That's a whole different story. He will try his heart out. I know that. Have no doubt he's going to try his heart out. He's probably going to spend a bunch of money trying to figure it out too. My money. But if he can figure that out and it's good quality, dude, that's awesome. I think Decked should think about doing something like that because that's a great idea. Anyway, guys, so here we are. Let me put this back on. All right, let's see if I missed any questions. Plows make sense. What up, peeps? I know it's been a while. Lawnscapes. I know you've been on you said that probably a while ago. Uh-oh. Hold on, I think I locked the door. Sorry, guys. Nice improvement would be if those trays. Okay, yeah. Grain cuts, man. That's a great idea, dude. I hope we can do that. Spring loaded. So we take the one out, the other one pops in, you can put it back. That would be so functional. I love that. Cool, hopefully we can figure something out. Go to the grocery store and look how they load from the products. Yeah. I've got some great customers, man. I really do. Even the one that was upset today, she wasn't even mean. She was frustrated. And I can understand. Sorry, guys. Trying to eat. Oh, I do need to leave soon. Friday night is date night. All right, let's see. Let's do our count before I go. See what we did in revenue. This is really for me to know, like, not for me to brag or anything. I just don't know until I look at it with you guys. Can't lie, it does make me feel good too, you know, but that's just because, you know. All right, so I gotta put this week. Now I still have a team out there. So, July, oh, it's the last week of July. Okay. So, 37.5 in mowing and gardens. Now I'm going to look at the sprinklers. From Monday to today, I think the guys are done. I'm not. I think, yeah, they're all done. 15.4 is what the sprinklers did today. Can you see why? Not today. This week. Can you see why I'm in love with the sprinklers team? Took a lot of work and a lot of money. So basically 53 is what we did this week, and I am over the moon happy. Sorry, I'm looking at my cameras because I hear something out there, and I don't know what it is. Oh, all right. Oh, 53, guys. Feels so good. So before I head out, let me just explain how much money we've spent on the sprinkler division this year. Can't really give you an exact number, but we've had basically the same 5 techs all year. From the beginning of the sprinkler season, same guys, okay? Sorry, I got a message. 15.4, and that's only with 4 or 5 sprinkler techs. That's great, yeah. It's great, but you know, the mow guys, we got to give it up for the mow guys, man. The mow guys do roughly $22,000 a week, and there's only 6.5 because one of them only has like $450 on his route because he's new. So divided by 6, basically. So they're doing like almost 4 each. That's pretty good, you know? So there was a sprinkler tech talking to a Motec earlier this week, and the sprinkler guy's new. He was referred here by the Mo guy. The sprinkler guy didn't know how to do anything when he first got hired here, so we trained him. And it was just us three, just kind of like, just happened to be in the same spot in the yard at the same time. And the Mo guy, who's been here for a while, said, "Hey, so are you liking it? You're doing good? Like, how is it?" And he's like, "Oh man, I'm doing great. Like, I did a $2,000 job. It took me 2 days, but so that's like $1,000 a day." And he was like, you could see how the pride he had because he did that, you know, and that's, dude, high five, you know what I mean? And the Mo guy was like, "Oh man, dude, that's freaking awesome." But he kind of looked like, you know, like, damn, you're doing better than me. And I wasn't thinking, but I should have said, whoa, that Mo guy does that every day, day in and day out. But I just didn't think about it because I was just kind of watching the conversation going with the new sprinkler guy, telling another guy how he's doing good, and I could see the pride that he had in his job, and I just didn't think about it. But after they left, I was like, dude, the Mo guy does that every freaking day. You know what I mean? Like, every day. So you got to give it up for the Mo guys too, you know what I mean? But yes, 15.4 is amazing, absolutely. Like, so really, let's break that down. I wonder if now that I've been looking at these reports pretty good, I wonder if I could break it down by the technician, but I don't think I can go that detailed on here because I just don't know how to do that. If there's filters. I can't do the tech only on that. But we've got 5 techs. Okay, one of them just does one job a day, and we try and give them just like I don't know, $400, $500 a day. Okay, because he works nights. He comes in at 4, sometimes 5. So we try and give him a job that he can finish in a couple hours. So that's one tech. My other tech is my experienced trainer guy who knows how to do everything. All he does are diagnostics. So when we get a call for a broken sprinkler pipe or something, he goes, checks it out, charges $79 because he's out there looking at it, making sure that's all that needs to be done. And then he makes an estimate for the customer, and then we book the job. If the customer accepts it, we book it. So that's what these two, one guy is a nighttime tech, the other one is my diagnostics. So between these two guys, they really don't bring in much revenue altogether. They probably bring in a week. On a good week, they'll bring in $3,000. Between the two of those, that's about as much as they're ever going to bring in. Okay? 3,000. So subtract that from 15,000. So you're looking at $12,000 between these 3 guys. So between these 3 guys, divided by 3, they're bringing in $4,000 a week. 3 guys each, $4,000 a week. So that is pretty much on par with the Mo guys, and I've got 7 Mo guys. So imagine when we've got these 3 to be 7, not including the nighttime guy who only does one job a day, and a diagnostic trainer guy who basically is there for support. He supports these 3 guys. Well, really the 4, but since this guy comes in so late, this guy sometimes doesn't answer. You know what I'm saying? He's like, dude, I got to draw the line somewhere. I'm home. It's 9 o'clock. So anyway, we worked so hard this year to get these 3 techs trained to do these jobs. It took us this long. We hired these guys in May. Okay? No, sorry. wasn't May. It was March. No, it was March. March and April. March or April. That's when these 3 guys were hired. Back when it was like crazy, crazy busy, and we didn't know. These guys didn't know how to do anything, nothing with sprinklers, and we had to train them. It was hell, guys. It was hell. We had to keep all 5 of them paid because I saw the vision. I had a vision that we're going to make the sprinkler division the beacon, lighthouse of all sprinkler companies in this valley. Is my vision for the sprinkler division. And we had one guy who knew how to do everything, another guy that knew a bunch but only could work nighttime for a couple hours a day, and the other 3 didn't know how to do nothing. So we had to train them. And I had to pay them. We had to pay all 5 of these guys with the revenue of 1 tech. See what I mean? Not to mention we bought all the tools, all the storage, all the parts. So we basically have a warehouse here full of parts because I want to make this a real division, a real sprinkler division. So I maxed out a $40,000 credit card. Maxed it out right out the gate. This was in like February because I wanted to have it all ready for when the techs came, because at the time I wanted to hire experienced technicians, okay? So I was recruiting all across the nation. I was putting ads out everywhere. So people come move here to Utah to work here. That was what I was trying to do. And the people that came did not do good. Sucked. And that was this year, guys. I know some of you guys, I've had some past workers that worked here last year that watched my videos. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the ones that were hired this year that were experienced. So we made a call. We had a huddle and said, we're going to hire people that don't know nothing about sprinklers, and we're going to train them. Because if we're going to train experienced techs anyway, we might as well train people that don't know what they're doing, so they do it our way, everything. So we did that. So every dollar that came in went right back into the sprinklers. In fact, all of the garden work, so every payroll, garden work, and mowing covered the mow guys because they didn't make enough to pay them. But the last, I guess, 3 weeks now, maybe 4 weeks, the sprinkler team has been holding their own. They've been basically almost matching the other 2 divisions. They're basically now helping the garden crews. They're not really, they're still hitting their man-hour rates, so everything's working great, but they're bringing in money to where it's like now we really have 3 divisions and not 2. Do you know what I mean? So because they're doing so well, I want to try and maybe get them new trucks next year. You know, and I want to try and use the company credit to do that. All right, I've had some questions come in. I think after I answer these, I'm going to have to head out. Green Cuts, I was looking for the Christmas Light YouTube channel. Couldn't find it. All right, let me try and find it real quick. I'm going to try and paste. I appreciate that, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. I hope it doesn't log me out. It shouldn't do that. All right. My channel. Okay. I'm going to try to do this. Let's see if it works. All right, guys. There's the link to my Christmas Light YouTube channel. This is the channel where I have an assistant who helps me with this content. We also do like an Instagram under this name, Freddy Lights, a TikTok, and another Facebook page. Also, guys, why don't you guys, let me see, we've got 3 likes so far. Give me a like if you're interested in doing Christmas lights this year and you're not in the Lights at Wholesale Christmas light group. I'm going to try and find that and post that here too. Let's see. That was actually easy for me to find. This is for the group. I'm going to say Facebook group. Let's see. Okay, so I put a Facebook group on there. Oh, I'm getting a call from one of my guys. Hey, what's up? Nice. No, dude, you're good for today. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, dude. Is it raining? It's raining here. Yeah, it's raining, but it's sunny. It's crazy. No, man, you're good. So I appreciate everything you did, bro. Okay, see ya. Bye. All right. Let's see. 15-4, only 4 texts. That's great. What's up, guys? I've been missing in action. Homer, what up? Don't know if you're still on, but appreciate it. I'm going to get my license as well as Sprinkler Academy, but prices are a bit steep, but I'm saving up. Hey, what Sprinkler Academy are you going to do? That's kind of curious. I'm curious about that. My friend started his sprinkler business last year. This is Eden. He now has 7 employees and is killing it. Awesome. What state is your buddy in? Just out of curiosity, if you're still on, Eden. Guys, as always, I appreciate it. Help me out with my other YouTube, with my Christmas light stuff. That's where I'm actually going to try and make a play for money. I sell material supplies, so I get paid that way. I also get paid if I refer work. Sorry, not work. If you guys buy lights from the Lights at Wholesale, using my links, I make some money. So help me out with that. I won't make any money off this channel ever because it's just never going to happen. But I will off the Christmas light stuff if it kills me, because that I'm doing for money. And I have an assistant that's helping me with the social media stuff. And we're going to make it work. We're putting all the years of me on social media into action as if I'm going to try and make quality content that's kind of entertaining, not just information. So with this, I give you information. I'm just kind of like, it comes out naturally. With the other stuff, with the Christmas light stuff, I actually try to act and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Homer, oh wait, first Eden. Same as me, Treasure Valley in Idaho. Oh, yeah, I should have known. That's awesome. Homer, I'm going to join that Christmas wholesale group. I'm under Mow It. Nice. Do it. Give me a shout out. Let me know you're on there. I've already got some videos on there that I post. I'm also, guys, I don't know if you know this or Homer, I'm the Lights at Wholesale product specialist. So I get product really early, test it out, use it, and basically, I'm basically the Lights at Wholesale product specialist, but I'm also sponsored by them. So it's just a good, awesome relationship. Homer, you're in Texas. Been 105 the last 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, it's been 99, 100 here. So it's been really hot. It's been like Mars out in the back. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, totally appreciate you. Catch you on the next one. See ya. Now I've got to turn this off.